interview saying that he's a good fighter, he's a dangerous fighter, he's big, he comes over 20 pounds. I'm like, yo, bro, you just made yourself look like the biggest pussy in boxing. Like, for real, like, you said 200 million. Because now I'm thinking about it, right? I'm like, wait, I'm like, nah, he's probably not even scared of him. But now, after seeing an interview that he did the other day, and he said, no, he's a great fighter, he's dangerous, he's big, he comes over 20. Like, he's the same weight as you at 168. So what does it matter? If y'all going out on Friday at 168, what does it matter? He jumps up 15, 20 pounds. You jump up the same weight, bro. So what's the difference here? It's pussy. It's pussy. It's pussy. You pussy. It's pussy. Now he's pussy. Super pussy.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Let me start by saying this. You know things are bad for Canelo Alvarez when his own cherry pick is calling him a cherry picker. Berlanga, he just said that Canelo Alvarez is terrified of David Benavidez. And just keep in mind, guys, Berlanga is the same person who ripped David Benavidez by saying that Canelo Alvarez, he can fight whoever he wants. He's earned the right to fight whoever he wants, etc., etc. He said, F Benavidez, I don't know why y'all keep talking about that fight because you guys know that fight is not going to happen. There's no doubt about it. Canelo, he definitely made himself look worse by coming out and saying all the things that he just said, that Edgar Berlanga, that he just quoted. For a reporter to say to Canelo Alvarez, if David Benavidez brings nothing to the table, why do you need $200 million to fight him? And he says, because he's a risk, because he's a dangerous fight, and plus he's going to be 25 pounds bigger than me the night of the fight. You see, this is the reason why real questions are rarely asked in the sport of boxing by old media. Because if they ask them real questions that fans really want answers to, they're almost forced to either be honest and tell the whole truth, or they're forced to lie even more and make themselves look even more hypocritical. And in this case, Canelo Alvarez was forced to tell the truth. Why? Because previously he had contradicted himself so many times, making so many different excuses why he did not want to fight Benavidez. Now he's explaining and telling the truth why he really doesn't want to fight him. Canelo is basically saying, the reason why I need $200 million to fight him, because that's a fight that I might lose. And if I'm going to take a third loss on my record, you better give me enough money to retire, because there's still a lot of money for me to make out there without having to fight you. This is the kind of deal that George Kambosos made when he fought Devin Haney. This is the type of deal that Jim Braddock, the former heavyweight champion of the world, made when he had to defend his title against the Brown Bomber Joe Louis. The only way Jim Braddock would take that fight is if Joe Louis agreed to give Braddock 10% of his purses for the rest of his career. George Kambosos and Jim Braddock, they did this because they knew that they were going to lose these fights. And this is why I tell you guys, Canelo, he's a fighter that knows that he's not one of the best in the world. He's just fighting to make paydays now. There's no way you can justify that Canelo is one of the best fighters in the world when he is admitting that he doesn't even feel he's one of the best in the world. And even though David Benavidez is a very good fighter, and he is a dangerous fighter, he is not one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport of boxing. What I mean by this is if you put David Benavidez in anyone else's weight class, I'm talking about where they are naturally weighing the same. Fighters like Terrence Crawford, Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Naoya Inoue, hell, Vasyl Lomachenko, they would all be desperately chasing a David Benavidez fight if he were in their weight class. You know why? Because styles make fights. And David Benavidez, he has one of the more easier styles to beat, at least against the elite fighters in the sport. See, real special fighters like a Floyd Mayweather, a Terrence Crawford, a Andre Ward, a Gervonta Tank Davis, these fighters are used to fighting against big guys with power. But by way of contrast, Canelo, he truly has a bully's mentality. This is why he said, I need a whole lot of money because that guy is big. He's a risk. He's dangerous. You see, Berlanga and Munguia, they're not a risk. They're not dangerous. But this David Benavidez guy, he is dangerous. Canelo's not used to fighting against guys with power and skill. He's used to being the bigger guy in the ring with the majority of the power. And this is the reason why all of the professional boxers are coming out saying that Canelo Alvarez clearly does not want smoke with David Benavidez. And now you could add Canelo Alvarez's own opponent to that long list of fighters.
Like when I guys, always I say this, you share that video and put whatever you want. When I say I don't want to fight Mexican, it's because I represent Mexico. And that's why. But I don't care. I fight anybody. And I fight my entire life anybody. What do you think? I don't want to fight with Juan Mexico or Benavidez. But look, I hear his dad talking a lot of shit. But look, he's accomplished nothing.
I suppose.
No more question because I'm a little mad and I'm tired.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.